Hello, my name is Daniele Yun, and today I am going to talk about analysis and outlooks on Bolivia's public health. Communicable diseases in Bolivia. Uh, the top communicable diseases in Bolivia are respiratory infections, neonatal disorders, diarrheal diseases, and malaria. Communicable diseases usually have high correlations with the country's economic status. Non-communicable diseases, aka NCD in Bolivia. The top non-communicable diseases in Bolivia are ischemic heart disease, stroke, chronic kidney disease, and diabetes. NCD is heavily correlated with the individual's lifestyle, such as diet, environment, smoking, and physical activity. Non-communicable diseases cause most death among adults in Bolivia, as NCD cases have been steadily increasing compared to the CDs. Therefore, it is safe to say that the burden of disease in Bolivia is dominated by non-communicable diseases. The three major public health issues that I want to address today are hygiene, nutrition, and maternal and child health. Bolivia lacks a strong economic backbone. Therefore, investing money in expensive medical infrastructure or technologies is impossible. However, the issue I came up with can be solved with cost-effective plans. First, hygiene and rooftop rainwater harvesting. Living in an unhygienic environment itself can be a risk factor of many diseases. In fact, one of the causes of death of 1 to 59-month babies is diarrheal infection, which could be easily prevented with proper sanitation and clean water. Therefore, in order to solve water problems, I plan to install rooftop rainwater harvesting system throughout the country. It's a technique where you harvest rainwater using your rooftop and store it in a water tank. To execute the project without failing, the government will have to select areas that will gain the most benefits from this project. In other words, the government needs to set the priorities. Things that must be considered are the level of water scarcity, the level of wealth, the amount of rain. The government will target the most vulnerable areas first and start expanding the project from there. The process will take at least 1 year to a maximum of 2 years, and most of the time will be used to sort out the priority between areas. I also want to mention that the rooftop rainwater harvesting system has been successfully executed in Mexico. The Mexico government claimed that rooftop rainwater harvesting system was low income but high potential. The picture you see in the slide shows the water precarity in Mexico City on the left versus after installation of water capture system on the right. Red indicates high precarity, yellow medium, and green is low. Now, nutrition and development of GMO foods. I view nutrition as one of the most important components of Bolivia's public health. A balanced, nutritious diet for Bolivian people would greatly prevent some of Bolivia's major health issues. Moreover, due to epidemiological transition, number of NCD cases has been rising. As I mentioned before, NCD is closely related to individuals' lifestyle. Therefore, fixing one's diet will significantly impact one's health. Actions that can be taken to resolve this matter is implementing new farming technologies. Some of the new technologies that can be implemented in Bolivia's current agriculture industry are genetically modified foods. Using genetically modified foods will significantly influence Bolivia's overall nutrition status. Genetically modified foods can be designed to be drought or disease resistant, which will increase the total crop production of Bolivia. The increase in the total crop production would lead to decreased crop prices, eventually leading to easy accessibility to the public. Not only does it drop the prices of the crops, but the harvested plants will also be more nutritious. The prices the process will take at least 4 to 5 years to be observed any positive outlooks. And lastly, maternal and child mortality rate. According to the World Bank, the maternal mortality rate in Bolivia is 155 people per 100,000, and the under 5 mortality rate is 25.37 people per 1,000. Bolivia's both maternal mortality rate and under 5 mortality rate is higher than the regional average value, signifying the lack of attention to mothers and children. Some of the risk factors that are closely related to the high cases of mortality rates are accessibility to healthcare and lack of education. Bolivia does not have healthcare facilities in rural areas as they do not have enough money to build one. Therefore, people who can't afford healthcare get neglected and led to death. One possible plan to reduce maternal and child under 5 mortality rates is to increase the overall education level because many causes of maternal and child deaths can be prevented with basic education. The problem is the method we choose to educate people with. Educating people living in rural area will be hard as the infrastructure is lacking. Therefore, the cost-effective plan I came up with is that efficiently efficiently conveys the messages to citizens across the country is utilizing different forms of media, giving a short lessons on radio break, presenting government-made advertisement on YouTube, or advertising the policy on platforms like podcasts. All of this could be implemented to educate people. Studies have proved that people tend to believe that things that are constantly told to them, whether it's true or not. Therefore, in order to implement this plan successfully, the government needs to constantly and consistently broadcast their agenda for at least 4 to 5 years. Thank you so much for listening to my analysis and action plans on Bolivia's public health. If you're interested in some of my ideas, you can read more on my report paper. Thank you.